Victoria and Albert Museum. And just for the moment, they are free to go into. I say just for the moment because we have a right-wing Conservative government, and when they've been in power for 2 or 3 years, they were Church of England, Protestant, but this is for our Catholic communities, and John F. Kennedy used to come to church here. Also Tony Blair, our Prime Minister 10 years ago, he still regularly comes to this. So, what is it, 40 degrees at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay, well here we've got almost 30. I'm delighted. We're almost in a copper-coloured building with green awnings down below. This is Harrods. So Harrods, the most expensive store in London, here on the right-hand side now. It's definitely a place for window shopping. Or if you're going to France, are you going to France? When you go to France, they don't go window shopping, they go window licking. That's what they call it. Most of the people inside Harrods are not even English wealthy people. They are from China and Russia and the Gulf states. In fact, it is owned by the Gulf state of Qatar. They own Harrods now. They bought it from a man called Mohammed Al-Fondasi. And it's famous because that's where the man called Julian Assange has been hiding for about 6 years. He's the man with the WikiLeaks, the website and the escalators in the 1890s. Went on the London Eye yesterday. Yeah, so you already got the best photos, I think, of the Houses of Parliament and the Riverside and Big Ben, because that's what's right across the river when you are in the London Eye. Out of town maybe, but they are not Londoners. Londoners are coming in by tube, by metro, by subway, or by train, or cycling, of scaffolding in front of it. They're refurbishing a really classy hotel. It's called the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. It's actually the hotel, under its old name, the Hyde Park Hotel, where Mahatma Gandhi used to stay when he came to London. And the hotel, because it's on the edge of a park, called Hyde Park, the hotel used to keep a goat grazing in the park, especially for Mr. Gandhi, so he could have goat's milk in the morning. Now it's in Arabian areas, and they come when the young men drive their Lamborghinis and Aston Martins around London. The showroom. Have a look over the cars now to the right, and here is the Ferrari. Don't worry about the yellow one, you can have that. I want the red one. That's another very expensive hotel, and the presidential suite in this hotel costs more than £10,000 a night. That's a lot of money. You do get the use of the hotel afterwards to ferry you around London. Lady Gaga likes to say that. But the hotel stands on a busy traffic arch in the middle of the square, and now you see the little statue on the right-hand side here. They are both dedicated to the Duke of Wellington. He's the man who won the Battle of Waterloo against the French. And of course he fought in India as well, in Mysore, I believe. You've heard of him. But he beat Napoleon Bomber Command. These are the Royal Air Force pilots who bombed Germany at the end of the Second. It's called Green Park. And Prince Philip is going to be 96 in 2 weeks' time. 96 years old. So they're getting on. Means expensive, really, ritzy, and that's what Mayfair. And quite a lot of beautiful homes and embassies all around Mayfair. The street about 200 meters away, and that is St James's Palace, the palace in which. If you're looking on the right, this line corridor The big street over to the left is called Regent Street. It's a great big shopping street. It's a big wide avenue, quite unusual in London. You can really make a statement on a big wide avenue. When we had the Olympic Games here in London 5 years ago, we had all the flags of the world, 206 nations, all the way down Regent Street. But I mentioned theatres. Now theatres are amazingly important. On the right-hand side, the longest running show in London, the Phantom of the Opera. We had a battle called the Battle of Trafalgar, and the winner of that battle was Lord Nelson. And the big column you see on the left-hand side, not the thumb is something else. I'll explain the thumb to you in a minute. Column. And Lord Nelson won this big battle against the French. We loved it, Trafalgar Square, and we put this show Nelson. So the thumb that you now see on the left-hand side is temporary. We change in Trafalgar Square. In the middle of the square at Christmas time, there will always be a big Christmas tree given to us by the citizens of Norway as a thank you for helping us in the war. But all the way around on the left-hand side, that's Trafalgar Square. And across the square to the left, you see one enormous long building with a black dome on top. That is our National Gallery, our art gallery, National Gallery. Our National Gallery is used in the 20th century. Off on New Year's Eve because fountains and drunkenness are a really bad combination. So over on your right hand side is one of our many railway stations. This one is called Charing Cross Station. It's this place where all distance, the red bus is at the moment on the right. You look down the little street just after this building here. It's the beautiful entrance to the Savoy Hotel. And something very strange is happening on that street. The cars are all driving on the right. It's the only street in our country where the cars drive on the right, not on the left. Of course, when you get to France and Belgium and Dinero, and he's standing next to the Indian Embassy or the Indian High Commission. So here on the right, you see the shield of Indians and all. And this is the Indian High Commission. So please don't lose your phone. Yeah, I went to India there. Also a bit Jagger, but not very much. Australian Embassy. Harry Potter fans love this building. Gringotts Bank, they filmed Gringotts Bank in the Harry Potter movies. Little statues of two men wearing caps. These are heroes of our Royal Air Force, the RAF. It is the house church for the Royal Air Force. It's called St Clement Danes Church. The palace-like building, the palatial buildings in London. Often there are TV crews outside because and I can tell you that because so many of the churches that we pass are pub with tiny, tiny little alleyways alongside it. And that is a pub that was another community, not actually London. For the Londoners, they had St Paul's Cathedral, a great old church called St Paul's Cathedral. It's the second biggest church in the world. The Vatican, St Peter's in Rome, is the biggest. And there's also been the sea. And now we're driving up to this cathedral I was telling you about, St Paul's Cathedral. It was very fat, and they decided to be generous with the statue. And so the stairway into St Paul's Cathedral will take you in. As we move forward, have a look on the right-hand side, away from the church, have a look on the right, and down the next, and turned into a big rubber park. Yes, again, free to go into, unless you pay for the special exhibits. Harry Potter fans like that silver bridge because we'll see later the River Thames will cross it once or twice as we drive around. Next door to that art gallery is Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, the famous theatre that William Shakespeare used to work at. Road closures in the area as well. turn around, you see this wonderful dome of St. George. So when you're in, to use those washrooms. So if you go down to the basement, at the back on the left, garden on the left-hand side. That's a garden, and just the church tower was built up instead. So in that one building, St. Mary the Virgin. And if you had heard the sound of the bell, and the next time we turn right, that's where all the gold bars are down in the basement. And that's where Sir John Soane. So you'll see a temple-like building with the big columns of a triangle. River. And the first place they felt they could build a bridge, they built London Bridge. And they built buildings came here, but we do know that after 43 in the desert, in a place called Lake Havasu. So we got a brand new London. And you see this enormous column, a monument with a golden fireball. We can't stop here, and we can't disobey the police. So we're going to go... So there's absolutely no way we can make a stop. So keep looking on the left-hand side. So keep looking on the left. And of course that is Tower Bridge. And Tower Bridge is the one that opens and closes. The middle of the bridge opens to allow tall ships to come through. One of those ships is the blue ship you see in front of Tower Bridge. That is called HMS Belfast. It did service in the Second World War. As you are looking at Tower Bridge, it's only 120 years old, but it's going as slowly as you possibly can. Keep looking at Tower Bridge. And to the left of Tower Bridge, you'll sort of blend nicely with the Tower of London next door. These to the left of Tower Bridge, you start to see 4 turreted towers with a flag in the middle, and that is of Tower Bridge on foot. That's why we went there. We do this every day. Just open करून बघा back side से here. Quick word to the lady who is still complaining about not stopping for London Bridge, Tower Bridge. Shrek Adventure is there as well, a big Disney-like thing for little children, the Shrek Adventure. So lots of things built alongside the London Eye, down by the riverside, central Paris. I mean, it can take longer than that just to get to the airport in either city. Flying is just stupid now, to go from London to Paris. It's a really great journey. The people waiting on the left-hand side. It's a very tidal river. Behind us, behind the Tower Bridge, over to the east, that's the way the river is flowing, and it's flowing. It's dangerous to go swimming, and in fact you're not allowed to go swimming because it's very dirty. Actually, it's not so dirty. It's muddy. Most of it is of Parliament. Built right up to the riverside. You see how the river comes right up to the Houses of Parliament, and they have ticked out in green and red. And then you see this bridge is red, and the next bridge is green. There's colour coordination going on here, because green is the colour of our into the House of Parliament courtyard. That's one of the many reasons why things are difficult in London right now. Have a look to the left-hand side. Do you see behind 3 trees, there's a yellow building with little green glass towers on top? Or beige building with green glass towers. That's the headquarters of MI6, our secret services. That's where James Bond works, if he was a real person. The real building they used, luckily they didn't really destroy it, but it is really wise. So, we're driving through the area that we call Westminster, some government offices and ministries around here, the big white building on the right is where British people go to get our passports. And we're not physically very far away now, 1 kilometre away from Buckingham Palace. You know, I try to tell you things in kilometres. In England, we still use miles, so 1.6 kilometres is 1 mile. And we've never changed from using miles. Nobody in England who is English thinks in kilometres. We have to try and do the calculations. Our quarters voted not to leave, to remain. To carry on with her Brexit plans. Really, she's just decided a big rehearsal as well for a big event called Trooping the Colour. A big event where all the Queen's Guards gather together and march in a few weeks of security. So, we can still get close to Buckingham Palace. It's very hard. We'll probably have to walk 5 or 10 minutes, but we can get off the bus and we can get to the front of Buckingham Palace, and I can show you a little bit about the home of Her Majesty the Queen, and you'll get some nice photos in that area, even though the guards won't actually be marching for us. But we're pleased, we're not ready to get off just yet, but when we do get off the bus, this time Abdullah driver will not be able to stay in the same place. The police will certainly, I think, moving on. So you should not try to remember anything about where we are. You need to stay together, please, with me and Ashish. And we will reunite somewhere with Abdul when we have located each other. So if you stay part of our journey to get you guys to lunch at a lovely restaurant very close to Madame Tussauds.
Palace, okay, जहाँ पे बस हमें ड्रॉप करेगी.
Queen's daughter, Princess Anne, unveiled a short time ago to commemorate the fact that animals also died in the world wars. It wasn't just soldiers. So the marble arch you see on the right, it was built on the site of a gallows, the place where we hung. This horse's head statue went up about 15 years ago. It was actually really on our route to drive around London. It's quite hard to drive by there. But you may have heard of the British Museum. You talked to 200 years ago by a man called Lord Elgin. And so they're now on the British. This part of London. One man who lives on the next street around Indian restaurants. And most of them, when they say Indian restaurants, really the owners are from colourful suit over there, and you see the red pavilion of Lord's Cricket Ground, the famous pavilion of Lord's Cricket Ground, just inside the more modern stand. Keep looking to the left, you'll get little glimpses of the home of cricket. And people love it round here. Sachin Tendulkar owns a flat in the street just near here. He likes to be close to Lord's Cricket. You'll see it at the end of the block. There you see, to the left of the trees, you see the big spaceship. So look a little bit behind you. In India, you know, they have exactly the same thing. So this is the. This isn't actually an entrance to the stadium. This is just the corner where they decided to put up a special plaque. Behind it is the practice grounds, and then keep looking to the left. London. The other one you might have photos of from the London Eye. If you were taking 360-degree photos when you were on the London Eye, one side of it you can just make out if you look, but there's the